Hey everybody, it's me today, just bringing you another video. Today this is going to be a Q&A. Now I said I was going to do my Q&A on Saturday, but I probably might be busy, or I probably might forget to make a video on Saturday, and I don't want to do that to some of the people who sent out their questions. And I pretty much got enough questions that I wanted, and yeah, I pretty much got enough questions that I needed or I wanted, and some of these questions are going to be difficult, so they might overshadow the more questions that I get. So I just thought I'd do this Q&A video today. I'm gonna start calling my Q&As Q&A with fitness65, or chilling, or yeah, Q&A with fitness65. I guess that sounds like a better name, or just a Q&A. That's probably how I'm gonna put my Q&As. But today, just a Q&A answering some of your guys' questions, the ones who sent me questions. Well, the ones who sent it in my inbox or sent it on the video that when I put out a video talking about me doing a Q&A pretty soon. So yeah, let's get started with this video because I want to get to all your guys' questions. We start off with the first question on here, which is from Amy Yandu Jean. She sent me a comment on that video about me starting a Q&A pretty soon. She said, if you were the head writer for WWE Universe, what would you do for the 3 shows, and who would you give the top spots for the 3 brands? Who would you give the top spots for the 3 brands? Meaning, who would be your top guys on the 3 brands? For the first question, if I was head of the WWE Universe, what I would do was put out some good pay-per-view quality type matches, like matches that you would expect to see on pay-per-view. I would start putting them on Raw, like put a steel cage, well, not a steel cage because that's kind of been overdone. I would put like a ladder match on Raw, or something, like once in a while a ladder match, then a fatal 4-way on SmackDown, or a fatal 4-way elimination match on SmackDown, and then on ECW probably would put like a hardcore type of a matchup, like have a hardcore match every now and then, since most of the rules in ECW is where the matches are always like regular matches. I would have a DQ, like no DQ type of matches, like once in a while on ECW, and then I would put pay-per-view quality matches on 3 of the shows, and then on Raw, for Raw, I would have the same pay-per-view quality matches, but I would also have stipulations. Stipulations on some of the matches, like maybe once in a while a Hell in a Cell, even though they have a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, just to see how it would work on Raw. And I would have a ladder match, and then, or maybe have a, what do you call that, a fatal 4-way ladder match, something like that nature, or a Money in the Bank type of ladder match. But yeah, I would just have pay-per-view quality type of matches to improve the show's ratings and give the fans what they want, and that's to see some good matches, and also have wrestlers who never face each other on the 3 brands face each other on the brands as well, because I mean, these are people, the WWE Universe would want to know who would it be like for a guy like MVP, for example, to take on someone like Evan Bourne. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, just give a match like that. That's what I would do. And then the final question that she gave me, who would I give the 3 top spots for the 3 brands? Okay, it starts off with SmackDown. On SmackDown, I give the top spot to John Morrison, because I think he's ready, and I think he's shown me a lot, and he's been improving in the ring and on the mic skills, and I feel he's ready to be World Heavyweight Champion. On Raw, I would give the top spot to, I was going to say MVP, but I kind of lost a lot of, MVP has lost a lot of credibility, and then he got buried by Triple H, so this is going to be tough. But I guess I'll give the top spot to The Miz, I guess, because really there's no one else on there. Well, no, I guess I would go MVP. I still have some sort of hope for MVP, but yeah, I would go MVP. And then for ECW, I guess I would go Christian, like have him be one of the top guys on EC. Well, no, Shelton Benjamin's on there. Well, I have Shelton Benjamin as one of the top guys on ECW, and he would kind of just be on top as the ECW champion. So yeah, thank you for sending me your questions, Amy Yandu Jean, and hopefully I answered all your answered your question, your two questions as best I can. The second question on here is from WWE Champ. He says, "What's your thoughts about private bankers from Europe running America and staging terrorist attacks such as the 9/11 RIP to implement a one world government and start wars?" And yeah, this is from WWE Champ. My thoughts on this is, I mean, I haven't really been paying attention to this on the news, so really won't have a really good answer for you. But I guess I don't like how things are going in Europe, like what you were talking about with the private bankers. I think Europe needs to have control over this and fix this, because I think Europe should fix this problem, because it's going to lead to more bad stuff going on, and it's going to lead to more attacks and other stuff like that. So yeah, I think the government in Europe needs to take notice of it and do something about this, because we don't need any more terrorist attacks. And the way some terrorists are doing now with getting their own bankers and doing other stuff like that, we need to have more stricter laws on that to prevent stuff like that happening, like private bankers from Europe running American and staging terrorist attacks. I think that we just need to have more tighter security to watch things like that, so we don't get tragedies like 9/11 and what's going on in Israel and other countries. So yeah, that's pretty much the best I can explain about that. I just feel we just need more tighter security and have more people watching some of these private bankers that are doing this type of stuff, that are running these banks and staging all this stuff that's going on with the terrorist attacks and other stuff. So thank you for WWE Champ for sending me that question, and hopefully I explain the best I can of that question. The next question is from Jeff Hardy. Next, WWE man. Yeah, WWE man. He's one of the guys that recently subscribed to my videos. The two questions he has on here is, one is, why doesn't Triple H put anyone over to compare himself with Ric Flair because of the 13 title runs? Flair loved to put people over. Well, the answer I got to that is just Triple H's ego. He thinks he's like way better than everybody, and he feels that the people on the brands are sort of beneath him, and sort of like what Shawn Michaels was doing. He just feels that he's way better than everybody in the company, and that's why he always puts himself over, and he thinks he's the most, that putting the title on him would help fix things and help fix ratings and stuff like that. So that's pretty much why he doesn't like putting anyone over, and his ego, and then the fact that he just, in his opinion, he doesn't see anything in the superstars that many people would love for him to put over. He doesn't see anything in them. That's why he doesn't put them over. Sort of like what Shawn Michaels did back when Shawn Michaels was like Triple H. He didn't see anything of the guy that people said that he should have put over. He didn't see much in him, and that's what I feel about Triple H. He doesn't see anything in the guys that he should put over, and then the fact that his ego's too big, and then the fact that he just thinks he's better than every guy on the roster, and that's why he doesn't need to put anybody over. And then his second question is, I already explained it in a comment, but in a comment, like I replied to him back in a comment, but I'll answer it again. He said, I didn't watch WWE in 2006. How did Triple H bury the tag team division in 2006? Well, how I put that when I sent the comment to you, and I'm gonna respond again in this video. He buried the tag team division in 2006 when they had a gauntlet match, which was between DX at the time, because Vince McMahon wanted to make sure DX was no more, so he had DX go through a tag team gauntlet matchup. And really, there was three things how the teams got buried. One, Triple H didn't sell any of their moves. He didn't make any of the guys look credible by not selling any of the guys' moves. Two, most of the guys didn't get no offense at all in that matchup, so they just looked like complete tools and losers. And then three, he just didn't put anybody over. He didn't make it seem like they're the legit tag teams and they should be talked about. He didn't really do that in that matchup, and that's pretty much why I feel he bared the